Let's shatter the silence and stop violence. This is the topic of today's video, which I am starting with the 4 words letter girl, where humanity is being humiliated, and the similar 4 word letter rape, a word which eventually we girls scared to pronounce. When these both words combine together, they destroy one's life, and that's none other than a girl who comes in this world with many dreams, tied in various relationships, and grown up with a lot of suffering. And finally, now she died screaming and scratching the rapist's face. And her family will die multiple times while finding justice in the court. And at the end, the justice will be done. Because in already many more brutal acts we saw same, and this was the one which was happened once more. When the rapist raped, the society revolted, justice laughed, but in between the another life was lost. That time also, as like today, we kept WhatsApp status, stories on Instagram, and so many posts on social media. But does it stop happening moreover? No, my dear friends. Because this rape won't stop by putting a story on social media. If you really want to stop it and protect them, then firstly you need to change the society's thinking. You need to make the people in this society to change their own soul, to change themselves, and definitely then the whole world will change. And they have to change. And still, if you blame the rape victim because her clothes were provocative, then I must say to you that you must also blame the bank that was robbed because its content were provocative. So just see now how the life of we girls are. Since we are born, we are shaped by our parents in such a way that we are going to be represented in this society. And this is the only society which makes us imperfect from a perfect. If something is wrong but it seems good in the eye of society, and still we girls are ready to tackle with it without arguing, then we are represented as respectable and obedient girls in society. But now see, what if we girls are trying to fight for our dreams or speak out against, and if we are going to argue or without tackling with it as the society wants, then now this society represents us as a shameless girls. How weird it is, no? If raising our voice for us is shameless style, yeah, then the girls accept it. Yes, we are shameless. But now, we girls would like to ask the society what will they represent to those 30 fellows whose weird eyes that are always stared at us as we move on the streets. This all things which we face by lying our eyes down. This all things we bear just because of a society which eventually always blames a girl that it was her fault. So we request you, just stop this harassment with us. We are faded of it. Actually, I don't want to use the term harassment here because what is happening today is a sexual terrorism. That's not going to stop by society or anyone. Rather than we girls need to learn how to protect ourselves from those fellows. My dear friends, boldness is essential and presence of mind is necessity for us in today's unsafe world. So my dear friends, be bold. Try to recognize the right and the wrong person for you. And I would like to tell you that the best protection ever for ourselves is nothing else than our courage. So always try to be courageous. The girl who is speaking in front of you means itself me was also once scared of all these things. Just before few months when my 10th over and I was moving for 11th in a city, and first time being a village girl, I was going to leave my parents. And thus there was a scared of something because in those recently year the Hyderabad incident that we all knew very well was the recently thing that made me feared inside me that now I am moving. But I was just seeing the perspective of the college and about the library timing. So it was given that the library is open till the 10 p.m. I just thought I will do full study, and I was happy that I am going to go to hostel because that was the thing where I would do my study very well and I would like to grab my dreams by it. And finally I was too happy that this perspective was there. I just thought that I'll do full study, I'll refer to library, I'll do everything. Then I just see the time, as I mentioned earlier, 10 p.m. night. I got scared inside me and I just decided none of the time I'm going to be alone anywhere. None of the time I'm going to be in the library at the right times. Before 6 p.m. only I am going to leave the library. This was my thinking. Because sometimes we are telling that courage is important, this is important, that is important, but the physical strength is also important. So my dear friends, in our country, the lady, they are referred to as an Iron Man. So referring is not important. Actually, girl needs to prove them by physically, yes, we are an Iron Man. We have a strength to fight against them. We should have a mentality that we are one day going to change their cheap mentality. And now, here's I am with you with my overcome fear. So my dear little sisters, younger sisters, and all my dear friends, I would like to tell you that always be stuck with the helpful things like black pepper spray and many more things that will help you. And you should also have a knowledge in the critical situations where to kick someone or kick those fellows that are going to exploit you. And along with all these things, you should have courage, you should have faith in yourself that yes, you are going to tackle with that situation. Rather than having a diet, it's better to follow a healthy food that will give you a strength to work somewhere in the critical situations. So in this lockdown, keep on watching the helpful movies that will help you to be a brave girl. And at last, I would like to conclude by telling my all the younger D's and the smallest sister and all my dear friends that if ever in your life you face such type of situation, but first of all, I wish God that never such type of situation should come in your life and mine too. But if it arises somewhere unfortunately, then you should have stamina within you to show them that you are fearless, because showing them that you are scared is the weakest point over there. So never to give up over the critical situations, rather than face them and overcome out of them. So here at the last I conclude. Thank you.